Hello, welcome. We are filming in a new spot today in my dining area. Today's video is going to be taking care of all of my imports. I did the unboxing. Has it been a couple months? I'll have to look back and see, but I received these from Aroid Asia and I did the whole rehab process, and I've had them outside actually, but they're like in my patio, so they're not outside, but they're still outside, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's where they've been hanging out, kind of in the humidity and warmth out there. The ones that I got last summer thrived out there in that environment. I sort of feel bad because I feel like I've sort of neglected these in a way, and I just kind of had them sitting out there and I've kind of forgotten about them. I've added some water in the perlite, and that's really it. So we're going to move them onto their next phase today. I'm going to clean their leaves. I'm going to prop some of them, and then some I will pot up. This might be a long video depending on how long it takes because there are 7 plants here. So we'll see how long it takes me to get through them all. And if you missed my unboxing or rehab video I did on these, I will link them down below in the description box if you are curious. This first plant is staring at me, so we're gonna do this one first because I have always loved this plant. This is a Philodendron Tortum. I've always wanted one, and I told myself, again, if I ever came across one, I would be tempted to buy it. And so to have one as an import now, I'm super excited about. I think it's such a cool plant. I do have some healthy roots growing, but I do know that this one isn't that rooted. So I have some pots here. I don't know how many I have. I might have to go get some more. But I brought some little clear ones in. These are like a 3-inch, I think. And then I have my normal like 4-inch nursery pots. I don't think I'm gonna do any in pond. I think I'll do these all in soil. But some I think I'm gonna pretty much propagate all the way back, or at least some of them. But we'll see. I'm not exactly sure. But this guy, I'm thinking we might do a clear pot for this one. It's not too large of a nursery pot, and I feel like since it isn't that rooted, I can keep a close eye on it. I'm gonna dump my perlite out in here. And I just brought my slow release. I have some alcohol, and then I have my soil mix. You guys can't see down here beside me on a little step stool. And I also have my soap mixture and of course some water here. I think that's all I need. I'll put my hair back a little bit. I feel like I should have filmed a Q&A or something while doing this, since I have a lot of repotting to do. Oh, I forgot to use 2 containers. Let's see. Yeah, this one is not that rooted. There's still a little bit of rot from the old roots that were there. This is just alcohol. If anything rotted. I'm worried about this one not doing well, moving it to soil. It does have another node in case something does happen, I can prop it. I think I want to go ahead and pot it up. I don't like potting them up when they're not rooted like that much at all because I'm worried about them still rotting. Everything that I pot up today, I'm using my new DIY mix. It doesn't have the Fox Farm, it's just the cocoa core mix instead. So I just plopped a little bit down in here, and then I'm gonna add some Osmocote. I spent all day yesterday looking at, or I'm trying to design and do my own website so that I can have like an online shop on there too. And I'm trying to do it with myself, and I'm not a website developer at all. So I'm trying to figure it out. I imagine it's going to take me quite some time before it's up and running. Yeah, so any free time that I have, I imagine I'm going to be spending on that, which is a lot of computer time and work. Because with all the editing that I do, I am going to be like, I know once it's finally up and running, it's just going to be such a huge relief. And I'm going to see how it goes. I don't know how much it would cost if I paid someone to develop a website for me. It honestly would save me so much time and headache. I feel like I'm going to have to like managing the store as far as like updating the plants and the photos and like handling the customer service and emails and shipping. Like I'm going to have to do a big part of that. So I'm gonna need to know how to like run it and do all that. So I feel like if I just hired someone, that's not really gonna help me manage it in a sense. So I think I'm just gonna take my time with it and just go step by step and see if I can do it on my own. Even with editing, when I first started YouTube, I feel like I didn't know what I was doing at all. It took me so long to like, I taught myself how to edit, and I still to this day still have a hard time sometimes with my camera, and like most recently getting my audio to sound better, which I hope it does. I know a couple of you told me the audio sounds good. So I hope it still sounds okay and that you can hear okay. Sometimes I wonder if not using a mic would make my videos sound better or not better, but then one of my biggest complaints would be they couldn't hear me, and then if I have the audio up in my camera really loud, you start to hear the camera like running humming noise, and I could hear that in some of my older videos. So I don't know. So y'all have to let me know if the sound is still okay. It's so cute. I love him. Look how cute. At the very end, I'm gonna water them all and then spray them down in my sink with the soap mixture really well. But I'm just gonna pot them up kind of now. And then I will, yeah, do that. That is so cute. Do you guys have a tortum? I think the leaves are so cool. It gave me one new leaf since I've had it, this one here. And then it does have a new growth point here, so I might get another new leaf soon. Set them up here. I'm gonna do this Scindapsus next. This is the Variegated Jade Satin. That leaf is really, really pretty on it. It has the variegation there. I really would love, honestly, to propagate it. It looks like it's giving me a runner. But I don't think I'm gonna propagate this one yet. Last summer when I did the imports, I got the Platinum, which is still, it hasn't really grown that much. I've propagated it several times, and I don't know if that's just a slower Scindapsus or, I don't know, they just didn't import that well, but I feel like the cutting that I did take the very first time ended up rotting. So I feel like I don't want to prop this one yet. I'm just gonna pot it up. And then as it grows more, I will get it propagated. All right, we have a pretty good root system. That looks all healthy on that one. I think for this one, we will just use our normal 4-inch. I like the white pots because I can just sit these on my shelf with a saucer, and I like the white because it blends in. I don't know, I just like the white pots. Oh shoot, you know what I wanted to do for these? The mycorrhizae. Okay, let me go get that because I'm going to sprinkle some in the tortum because it's really going to help the roots out. Do a little sprinkle in here. I need more room. We'll just set this one right here to the side. All right, back with our pot. I have the regular Scindapsus Jade Satin, but this variegated one I know will be beautiful once it actually starts growing. If the variegation continues, that'll be exciting. That's why I really don't want to cut it or propagate it yet. But yeah, I'm excited to start selling plants and cuttings that I have, or I love growing them and propagating them and having like starter plants. I really do enjoy that. And if I can start an online shop on the side, I feel like I would really enjoy it. I'm gonna see how it goes. I probably won't have a lot listed initially until I get a hang of things. And then we're going to be heading into the colder months too, and I don't really want to open or start a plant business really until the spring, I guess. I worry about shipping plants in winter and I've shipped plants before. I feel like I'm pretty confident like packing plants up and all of that. I just worry like you can't predict things with the weather and shipping. So I'll probably add plants on there as I have them ready. And maybe eventually I can get more like rare plants down the road, because I would love to have some like for my own collection too, personally. And then just getting rid of so many props that I have. I would love to like start chopping my plants back, because some of them have really grown wild, and I can, yeah, just start putting them on a plant shop. Whenever it is ready, I will definitely like make a video and let you guys know more about it. But I feel like now I'm kind of just in the beginning initial stages, so it's still going to be a while yet. This is so cute. That one is all done and potted up. So cute. I just realized I have to make room for these in my plant room now. And I don't know where they're going to go. I have the 3 Hoya and 2 Monstera. Trying to decide what I want to do for these guys. Now this Adansonii is supposed to be an Aurea, but it's completely reverted. This entire thing has reverted. So I do want to prop this one. This was the last variegated leaf here. So instead of chopping here, I'm going to chop one more on this part of the stem. So this is a variegated leaf that I'll prop, and then this whole thing that's reverted, I doubt anything variegated will come from it. So I'm going to chop above the last variegated leaf, so right here. Go ahead and chop that away. And this is our variegated cutting. So that is the variegated, and then this is all reverted. So, oof, I have a lot of empty nodes here. I think I'm just going to do one cutting like this. It has a couple empty nodes that can potentially activate. I'm just going to stick this probably in some water. But I'm going to let these cuttings callus before I do that. And then I'll have 2 wet sticks here that I'll end up just throwing like in a propagation bin. Maybe I might just use the perlite and do those two. I doubt those would grow variegated since they're on the reverted part, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out of there. So now we have to pot up this one. The Adansonii variegated, the white one I have, and it's the one that is extremely, extremely white. So it's nice having one that is more green. But I am a little worried since it reverted already. Oh shoot, I forgot. This is the one that had mealy bugs. Oh no, I hope all the mealy bugs are gone. I didn't think about that. I think they are. It's been a while. I'm just going to spray this one down really good in my sink with the Castile soap again. Oh no, I might need to get some larger pots. I have a really long root system. Oh shoot, on this guy. Look how long that is. Can you see? That is crazy. Everything looks pretty good. Root-wise. Oh, we got one piece of rot. Those cicadas are so loud. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and they're just hollering away. My husband and I went walking around the neighborhood the other day, and I saw one on the sidewalk as we were walking. I didn't see it until I was right up on it. I almost stepped on it. That thing was humongous. I was shocked at how large it was. I guess I've never really seen them up close like that live. I don't know. I see their shells all the time, but not like an actual live bug. I might have to go get a 5-inch because I feel like, yeah, that's going to be too small. If I squished this root system in here, let's see. Oh no, actually, that'll be good. It's not going to overwhelm. I think a 5-inch might overwhelm it. Yeah, we'll stick to a 4-inch. It's nice getting these finally taken care of. I feel like I've been putting off a lot of projects and repots that I still have to do, so it's nice getting things done because then I feel better. I feel bad I neglected these. Oh shoot. Try not to make a mess because I am the queen of messes. Woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and that is early for me. I'm usually up in the 7 o'clock hour. I'm really trying to get on a better morning habit routine. I think it's just all those years of working night shift. I don't know. Even though I haven't worked night shift in almost 2 years, I left the hospital in September of 2021. So it's been almost 2 years. Actually, it has been 2 years. It was September 4th because today is the 7th. I still remember that day that I quit. That's crazy. I cannot believe it's been 2 years. Wow. I don't know, just thinking about all that time I was at the bedside. I don't know. It's just like I blinked my eye and it passed. But yeah, I did a lot of night shift, so my body got used to that. And I think it took a good year, I would say. Even up until earlier this year, I was still wanting to be a night owl and stay up late. But now I'm finding if I'm up past like midnight is pushing it. If I'm up past 11, I'm starting to get really tired. And I could have easily have stayed up till 3 in the morning, no problem. So that is that one, the Aurea Adansonii. Let's go ahead, let's just save the Hoyas for last. Let's go ahead and do this Monstera here. This is the Aurea. So you guys know I have my big Aurea that I propagated. So this is another Aurea. It's definitely, it's less variegated. The new leaf does have variegation here on it, but I am curious to know the growth pattern that is gonna happen on this one. I don't really like some of these leaves just because this one had a brown spot that happened on it. Because they're kind of damaged from the pest. You can just see like the old damage. I'm just cutting that brown spot off. So I honestly would love to prop this one. Since I'm already propagating a ton of Monstera, I might as well do more. I think I will prop this one. This bottom leaf is pretty variegated here, but again, it has all this old thrip damage that the leaf doesn't look pretty. And then this one and this one isn't that variegated. There's not a lot of stem variegation. There's some, but not a lot. I'm gonna chop it in 2 places and make 2 more cuttings. I'm gonna chop it here. So that is my top cut. That one's rooted in there. I can't chop it. Let's see. Grew a ton of roots though. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? You can see all that perlite root. That's insane. There's a little that's still rotted, but not a ton. I honestly don't really want this Aurea because I already have mine. I'm gonna cut this here. And this one is pretty rooted already. This one is extremely rooted. And then this is the bottom one that's not that rooted. So what I'm gonna do is I will probably pot these up in soil and wait and see the growth that comes out of these. And then if the growth comes out variegated and seems to be healthy, then I'll probably get rid of these eventually. Like I'll put them up for sale. And again, that's the top cut, so I don't know for sure what I want to do. This one needs to root, obviously, but these ones I could probably pot into like separate 4-inch containers. We are back. Hopefully the light isn't washing me out too much. I closed one of my blinds, but it's still kind of bright with the sun coming in. So I got some more little like 4-inch pots. And let's see. So that one we're propping. And these we are going to pot up separately. Always end up making a mess everywhere. It never fails. That's okay though. This one surely doesn't need any root help. That one is extremely rooted. All right, so the only ones we have left to take care of now are the Hoya, which I was trying to decide what to do with them. So let's see. This one I can definitely pot up because for the most part, it's a pretty good size and fullness. But these things here, like this one, I don't know what to do with this guy or this one. I feel like this one I could pot up too because it is one vine, but I'm going to shave off the fuzzy aerial roots. I just don't know what to do with this one. It just looks so weird. They both do. Let me uncover this one and see what this one is looking like. Oh, I can use some of these glass vessels to water prop the Monstera. I would say it didn't really root a whole lot more. It's just very fine and delicate. I think leaving it in perlate's not really going to do much. I feel like Hoya roots are just very fine anyways. Let's do... I had one more clear one, but I don't know where I put it now. Oh, here it goes. I might do the Hoya in this little 3-inch vessel. I think that's what I want to do. Keep hearing strange noises outside. Strange animal noises. A squirrel got on our patio again the other day. The cats went crazy. We have a bird feeder out there and the squirrels like to climb up it and try and get the bird feed. And every once in a while, one of the squirrels, I feel like it's taunting the cats because, you know, the cats hang out there all day and they sometimes will actually climb across the screen, like the patio screen in the front, and like run across it. It's so funny. And keep the cats entertained though. Sunny, I'll be at my desk is over here, and so I have their like food bowls and stuff in that area, and I'll be at the computer either editing or you know, working, and the cats will all take turns like coming inside, and then they come to like their food bowl and go to their litter box, and they go right back outside again until we tell them it's time to come in. It's so funny. They're gonna have to start coming in though, because winter, you know, once the colder weather gets here, when it gets really cold, we'll have to shut them out. And that's how they decided to live in my plant room last winter, because I was still letting them in my plant room all the time, and they would Luna and Chai would literally be up at my window and try and sit in the window ledge where the sun was coming in, because it's really warm in my plant room. So I have a feeling they're going to try and do that again this year, but I'm not going to let them. It's It's a little bit unsteady, I think, just because it's so heavy in this little pot, but I don't want to overwhelm the root system. I will definitely have to find a cash pot for this just to support it. I was wanting to prop this one, but I might let this one adjust first and then I will prop it. This is actually dead on top, this piece here, so if it does grow, it'll reshoot a new growth point out from this node, but I'm just going to cut this top. Oh, branch off. Yeah, so we'll let this one adjust. It hasn't done anything new, I don't think, since I've had it. I think it's looked like this, so yeah, we'll let that one kind of hang out like that. Did I add Osmocote? I don't think I did. Did I add Osmocote? Sprinkle a little bit on top. I don't think I did. I think I added the mycorrhizae. Okay. All right, so 2 Hoyas left, and then we will take these all to the sink and clean them, and then I will do the water props. Oh, I don't know what to do with these guys. I think this is the Undulata red, and this is the Macrophylla red, and that was the Ranauensis, Ray something. All right, let's see. One of the other vines, so there was 4 total the last time. Ooh, it's not very rooted. I checked on these. One of them continued to rot, I guess. So there's actually only this one vine left, but there's 2 spots. I really don't like the way that this long thing is growing. So what I'm going to do, this leaf looks healthy and there's a healthy root coming out of here. So what I'm going to do is actually cut this so that it will just be right here. I'm just going to cut. So that way I can pot up one leaf and it's already rooted. And then this guy, I think I will water prop. There looks to be a node here, so I'm going to cut this bare stem off. All these dried roots. I didn't really want to propagate these guys, but so there's a node here and then a node here. Yeah, so we'll prop that, and this one we will pot up. I'll just use one of these containers because I don't have any more little clear ones. I hope I end up liking this Hoya once it grows. I think it's a unique shape and color. It's not very red though, it's more of like a dark green, but you can kind of see the red, especially on the back side of it. I think it's a cool Hoya, so hopefully it grows in some time for me. I sort of want to prop this other Hoya now. This long vine is irritating me. It's sort of cute, I guess, just the one leaf in there. And I'll show you all these up close too once once we get this last one finished. You guys probably can't even see what I'm doing that much anymore because I have Hoyas and plants everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna cut this other Hoya vine because I decided that it's too long. I'm gonna tip it over and I don't want it this long, so I'm gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it here. Just don't even think about it. So now we have this to prop. It's got one big cutting, two cuttings, and three cuttings. I actually might do the Hoyas and stratum because the Hoyas that I've rooted in stratum have done very well. I feel like this perlite has been festering for 2 months and rot and all that stuff, so I'm a little worried to keep using the same perlite over again. I think it's probably time to let this go. Plus, I'm not a fan of perlite propagation. All right, one more Hoya left. We're making progress. All right, this one, let's see. Yeah, all the Hoya root system looks the same. I'm gonna cut off some of the dried fuzziness on it. Hi, Lulu. What you doing? You come in for snackies? Looks so much better without all the dried frizziness. I don't know where I'm going to put all these plants. They're going to have to go in that other bedroom. I'm going to put the Tortum in my plant room and probably the Variegated Adansonii and Scindapsus. And then I think the others, well, just slurping some water. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with them. We'll see, because I don't have a lot of room in my plant room anymore. Everything is pretty crammed in there with all the moss poles. This is going to be extremely heavy. This is a new leaf here pushed out. This is very heavy. I'm going to cut this. Let me see if this is dried or healthy. If you cut into it and it's green, then it's good. See, that wasn't green. So that's probably just dead, a dead stump. Yeah, that was a dead stump. I need to get some trellises. I kind of like the big leaves though. I don't think I'm going to cut this one. I just need to get some more trellises. Luna just jumped down by my tripod. If she drops my camera and my tripod, Luna, child, get down from there. Luna, get down from there. Don't you knock my tripod over, girlfriend. Don't trust her. Oh shoot, Osmocote. Okay, she's down. This is extremely heavy for this. I need to get a ceramic for this one, and then I'm gonna see if I have a trellis. We could get this one anchored on a trellis, because that's gonna come flying out of the soil. These leaves are extremely heavy on this Hoya. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here and go see if I have a trellis and a couple ceramics for some of these hard, heavy ones. And then I will meet you over at my sink. We are gonna water these guys and clean their leaves. And yeah, we will get them some of my plant room put out and some, I would actually leave some outside because I do have that shelf out there. Maybe I'll leave some outside in their same spot because that would save room right now. And I feel like the temperature and stuff here is still pretty good for a while. I won't have to bring plants until probably not even November. I can leave them out there for a while. I'll probably start bringing some in maybe in October and slowly start taking care of them, but I don't have to worry about them for at least another month or so, or 2 months. Yeah, I actually might leave some of these outside. I feel like that would save on space. So yeah, I will put some everywhere. So I will be back shortly and we'll get to watering these guys. Since this is recycled and I've used it before, I like to do several scoops of the dry and then I'll add some fresh stratum in. We're gonna stick this one here down in here. So it's mostly the old stratum and then the new on top. It's got like a green margin. I don't know if it's picking up on camera that well in this light. It's very pretty. We're gonna stick all 3 of these. I'm gonna cut a little bit more off of here. I feel like she's gonna start zooming soon. The rest of them are here and I have to water them and clean their leaves yet, but I just want to give you a look at them all. So we have our 3 Monstera Aureas in soil. We have the Aurea Adansonii. And then we have 1 Hoya, 2 Hoya, which I have to get a trellis for, and then 3. And then we have the Scindapsus and the Tortum. So I'm going to give these all a drink and a spray down. Here's another look at everyone. I'm just having them on my table, just kind of drying a little bit. And then here's the props that I did. So I'll probably end up putting those in that extra bedroom on the shelf. And then again, some of these I'm going to put back outside. I think I will put, I think I might put a good majority of them outside. I might put the tortum in my plant room. You're so cute, yeah. So yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing with all of those. I feel like I started out with 7 and now I have several more plants, so I don't know how I feel about that. I just created more plants, but it'll be okay. It is too bright by that window. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about anything, let me know down below. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later.